I've always loved wearing suits. I remember the first time I put one on for a wedding, I was in my early teens, and that feeling, it was transforming, it was empowering. It gave me confidence, and I really just loved the look and the style of a suit. At that time, I didn't know much about fabrics, other than wool suits are good and polyester blends are bad. If you fast forward a couple decades to now, I find myself deep in the suiting world. I built a modest brand, and we offer ready-to-wear, made-to-measure, and bespoke suits. On a daily basis, I'm surrounded by thousands of suiting options. So with all these fabrics, how do you choose just one? And what do you choose? If you're looking for a first suit for your job, or perhaps like me, you just love the look and feeling of wearing a suit, and you want to take a deeper dive into the different fabrics, then this video is for you. I'm going to talk about 3 very different suit fabrics: wool, cotton, and linen, and discuss the benefits of each as well as what kind of situation each is most suitable for. I hope this video will shed light on the beauty of the different fabrics and also better prepare you in case you want or need to make a suit purchase in the near future. I'll start with one of the most known fabrics, wool. There are many kinds of wool, from mohair to merino to cashmere to escorial. Rather than dive into the breed and types, I'm going to discuss 2 main weaves: worsted and high twist plain weave. Worsted refers to the weaving and yarn spinning method, and the result is a very soft, smooth, usually mid-weight fabric that makes a very lovely 4-season suit. Sometimes you'll find worsted being advertised as super 130s, 150s, or even higher. The higher the number, the finer the fibers, hence the softer the hand or the touch will be. So although these make very luxurious suits, they might not have a super crisp, clean drape. Since super fibers that are more rare are going to be more expensive, I also wouldn't recommend this for a first suit. Nail down sizing with your tailor with a modest suit before you go for a finer fabric. My 150s is like it's my power suit for special occasions or meetings when I need to make a deal perhaps. A great option for first-time buyers is a high twist plain weave wool. This is often referred to as a travel suit, and for good reason. It has this amazing spring to it, meaning it will be very wrinkle resistant and holds a very crisp trouser crease through many wears. Because many fibers are woven and twisted together, not only do you get a nice spring, but you also have a very durable weave, meaning you should be able to get a lot of wear and tear out of a high twist suit, although I hope you don't tear it. If you hold it up to light, you can see light passing through. That shows just how breathable it is. You can do this test to all suiting fabrics to get an idea of how that light, thus air, passes through it. This one is good for keeping cool if you're a hot body, but it might be a bit breezy in winter months, making this a little bit less practical for winter in cold climates, unless of course you layer up. Since it's so breathable, it's also going to naturally air out, making it simple to take care of. So that can mean body odors or food aromas for dinner. They air out really easily. With the worsted wool or a high twist wool, you'll have a suit that would be great for job interviews, meetings, conferences, or any occasion really that calls for business formal attire. They're also great for weddings. Hey, even if you have a nice date, a nice worsted wool suit is going to make a great option to look good. You could also break up the suit and wear the jacket and trousers separately, which I talked about in my 8-item capsule collection for beginners here. Next up is linen, and I feel like there are people that absolutely love it or hate it. I bet you guys can guess which one I am. In my line of work, it's important to present myself in suits, jackets, and ties. But since I'm not in a conservative work environment, I can mix linen suits into my weekly repertoire. I love linen for the fact that it wrinkles a bit. I mean, it's supposed to, and I fully embrace that. A linen suit has been worn. It shows that effortless style, a bit of nonchalance. And a good Irish linen that is around 270 to 350 grams is actually quite substantial. If you haven't felt this before, it's almost like a painting canvas. It's going to be very different from a linen shirt fabric. It's going to drape very nice because of this. And it won't wrinkle as badly as you think, trust me. Linen is quite breathable, so it'll be comfortable in summer. It also has this really great wicking ability to keep you dry. One thing to note about linen is it can be very substantial and sometimes heavy, up to 400 grams. The benefit is the drape. It's going to be very clean and crisp wearing, but it might be a bit hot. Here in Beijing, where I live, it's over 30 degrees Celsius or 90 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer, and 400 gram linen, it's going to be a bit warm. So I'd actually recommend an Irish linen at around 270 to 300 grams. Not only do I love wearing a linen suit to work in the summer, I also think it's a great option for those summer parties in the city, or maybe you have an event or celebration to attend that's outdoors. Day night, of course, is also a great option to have that linen jacket to break up and wear. If you're going on a seaside holiday, it's also nice to have a linen suit for your fancy dinners and events you might attend. My last recommendation on linen is to try something in an earthy tone, such as brown, olive, beige, or tobacco. The natural linen fibers and texture look really great with earthy tones, and it'll probably match that summery outdoor environment you might be in. From a light summer seersucker to a warm winter corduroy, cotton makes for an interesting suiting option. In summer, one of the first fabrics that comes to mind is seersucker. Because of the puckering of the fabrics, it's very breathable, and since it sits lifted away from the skin, it promotes a lot of air transfer, so that's going to keep you cool. It also has a really fun texture to it. If you have a summer event that is outdoors, the seersucker suit could be a great choice. I made this suit totally online to be even more breathable, but it does have a light layer of canvasing to give it shape. You'd think cotton is solely for summer, right? But in fact, it makes a great winter fabric like corduroy or heavy brush cotton. This heavier brush cotton is great for fall and winter. Cotton can be a bit dense and rigid, so the heavier it is, the more accentuated this density is and rigidness is. However, this cotton from Drapers is 450 grams and has a 2% elastine, so the cotton does have some stretch and give when needed, so it's quite comfortable. At this weight, it has a very clean, crisp drape, and at first glance can be mistaken for a winter flannel. In terms of warmth, I think it probably also has the same warming ability as that winter flannel. Corduroy around 400 grams is going to have a similar warming characteristic as that brush cotton we just mentioned. I really love how corduroy absorbs light, making this an easy fabric to try a slightly more daring color, like this one, or perhaps burgundy, maybe a brown. Cotton adds a slight bit of casualness or easygoing to an outfit, meaning this suit would be nice for a not so formal occasion like dinner out with family or friends, maybe holiday parties, or for daily work if you want to wear a suit but you aren't in that conservative suit wearing world. Maybe you're a designer, maybe you're in the F&B industry, perhaps the art world, or so on. Guys, we've merely scratched the surface of wool, cotton, and linen suits, but I really hope this gives you a better understanding of the fabric and maybe helps you with the decision on your next suit. If you guys have questions or comments, just leave them below and let's talk about it. Until next time, thanks for watching.